In this section, we're going to go over the VLOOKUP tool in Excel. This is another tool in Excel that will be of great use to you. And it's something, if you're looking for a job, you'll see advanced, when they request advanced Excel knowledge, they probably mean the VLOOKUP tool. And what the VLOOKUP tool does is, if you're running two reports, maybe from two accounting softwares, and the reports have some common information, but there's other information that the other report just does not have. For instance, we have one report that has the employee ID and the gross pay for this person, and we have another report that runs for the employee ID and has their race ethnic group classification. And what we want in this case is we want to be able to run a report that totals the gross pay by their ethnic group. Now, these reports separate do not give that information. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use a VLOOKUP tool that can recognize the common information in these reports, which would be the employee ID, and be able to pull information from one report and add it into another. In this case, I created a VLOOKUP, and it looks like this. And what this formula does is, you'll see the first section, E2, this is the employee ID number. This is telling Excel what to look for. Then in the next portion, we have the range that we are going to be looking for this particular criteria. And the range, you'll see, is from A to B, all the way down. The next number signifies the column you want to pull data for. For instance, in this VLOOKUP, Excel is going to look for this employee number in a range that we have listed here, and it's going to look at this number, find it, and it's going to list the number in the second column of the range, which would be the B column. So if we look at 4692, we'll see it down here, and in the second column you'll see there's 70,000. And that's what the VLOOKUP does. It pulls the information that we are trying to find. Hence the word VLOOKUP. And the V stands for vertical, as in we're going down and up. So this is what a VLOOKUP can do. And what you would do is you'd create the VLOOKUP with the constant range. You'd copy it, you'd paste it, and now that it's pulling the information we need, we now have the ID number, the ethnic group, and the gross pay, and that's separate. These reports did not have, but with the VLOOKUP we were able to pull information from one report that a report lacked. Now, to get the totals, what we would do is we'd select these columns, we'd select sort, we'd select custom sort, and what we do is we sort by race ethnic group. And you'll see how it's grouped all the separate ethnic groups in their own groups. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go to data, and we're going to select subtotal, and we're going to tell Excel to total at each change in ethnic group the gross pay, and then we are going to select OK. Now we have a report for the information they requested, which is gross pay total by ethnic group, and we use the VLOOKUP tool to do this